So, what is it that drew you to baseball?
I think what really drew me to baseball was the love that my dad had for the game. It wasn't really something that he grew up playing, um, but he just like loved baseball, and that really got me into it myself. Um, just with him pushing me, a little bit, um, and it just made me want to do it when I was seeing my dad do it.
Was watching the sport any kind of motivation for playing?
Yeah, I think so. I grew up really close to Milwaukee, so we have the Brewers, which is my favorite sports team growing up, and I basically watched every single game of the season, which is a lot. So I think that just watching so often just made me fall in love with the game even more. That it just became something that I just wanted to do with my life, and just gave me a greater passion to continue playing baseball.
Did any player in particular influence your love for the game?
Yeah, I think the one player in particular that really influenced me was Carlos Gomez. He was a center fielder for the Brewers. He just had a lot of energy. You could tell that he just genuinely loved the game, which is the way I felt. So it was like someone I could kind of relate to, and he was just really fun to watch. He just made the game really exciting, and it really just drew me to him.
Is the love for the game more about the game or more about trying to be like the pros?
I think for me, it's kind of changed in my life. It started out as, I want to be that person when I grow up, as a little kid. And then I think it just helped me develop um, the love of the game when you spend so much time and you put all this effort in. I just grew to love the game more um, than I did want to necessarily be a pro. It just turned into something I just love spending my time doing.
What are some positive and negative effects that major league athletes have on young people?
Yeah, I think for me, growing up, the biggest positive that I saw was just the work ethic and the drive that a lot of those guys had, the never give up mentality, um, and the brotherhood that a lot of those guys had with each other is just something that I wanted in my life. I think the biggest negative for me growing up was just a lot of controversy, as there is, unfortunately, with a lot of professional sports, but just stuff that I didn't necessarily realize until I was older, just like wrongdoings of players, um, just something that I wouldn't want my child to see growing up.